Hi folks, my name is Phil Haymes and I just wanted to introduce you to some of the new features we've installed into our forum recently. One of the key things that's been asked quite a lot about is how to get the good word out there to people in the world about the Kickstarter campaign. So I'm really happy to be able to say that we've installed something that should help out with pushing the good message out to various social platforms. So if you just take a click on your profile here like I have here, you'll notice we now have some options down here: friend inviter and social connect. So the friend inviter is pretty cool. What this will allow us to do is to open up one of a few different social platforms as well as email and allow you to click into them and connect to them for yourself, and then send out an invite basically to friends that you select, stating what the project is and why they should get involved. So that's one really quick, easy way of doing it. You'll also notice there's a tab at the top as well for this one. Another great thing we've got is this social connect, as I mentioned. So the social connect actually allows you to hook in to both Twitter and Facebook and link up your accounts, enabling you to set options to be able to tweet things like your status updates, any threads that you create, and even more. When you're earning those great trophies we've got lined up for you, it'll post those over to your profiles and let people know what you're doing in the Order of the Unseen. Obviously you can unselect and select these as you see fit to suit with how you want the message to be communicated out. The other thing is, you'll see here we have a update status thing, and you can basically, as I said, put your status in and it'll push it out to those two platforms if you've got them linked. So another really great feature that we've recently added to the forum is the media section. We've had a few people calling out asking if we can get all of our media into one place on the forum, and I'm very glad to be able to say that we've done that now. So you'll see that as a tab at the top here, and when you get into there you'll find that we've got a few categories on the side, and more will appear soon, where we're uploading things like campaign updates and wallpapers, and each week we'll be putting the new podcasts in there as well. So it's a great way to show to people, or to look around for yourself and find the information we've got going on from the company and the campaign. Some other features that you might not be aware of with the forum software: it's fairly new stuff and it's got some really cool things built in. One example is if you click on this little bit here, there's a quick navigation that shows you basically anywhere in the forum, and you can get to that really quickly. Some people have been confused as to how to send a private message, and I can say that the easiest way to do that is to go to the inbox and start a new conversation here. So some other cool things that we have going on that you may not be aware of is the news feed is a great example. So the news feed takes a look at all of the things that are being posted by the people that you follow on your account. So you can see here, well, we certainly have one person who's posting away like crazy, but that will actually let you see and track what people that you're following are doing. And if you see, once you've clicked into that, you've got a lot more options here on the side, such as the ratings that you've received, positive and negative, and who's been giving those ratings. So that's pretty cool. Watched threads and ratings you've been given. So ratings you've been given is very similar to that. These are the ones that you've given out to people. And watched threads, you'll find, are threads that you've either initially started or marked up as something you want to watch. So these are all going to be represented here as well, and you can get to those also from this little bit here in the top tab. Okay, so I just wanted to talk a little bit more as well around the trophy system and BB codes. So in the help section, it'll give you some things in here that you can go to, including the BB codes and the trophies. The trophies I'm going to talk around first. So many people have been asking how to get certain trophies and the points that they're worth. These are all listed on this page with the points on the left and a description of the name of the trophy and how you would get it underneath. There's quite a few already, but I can pretty much guarantee that we'll have a lot more, and definitely some unique and interesting ways of getting those trophies. So you keep checking back in there and you might see more things appear. The BB codes, again, you get to from the help menu. Once you're in there, you can either go to the BB codes here or on the side. And these are basically codes that you can use when you're writing out a message, and they allow you to basically take simple code and make your posts look really cool and do interesting things. So when you look through here, there are some examples that are given on the left hand side, and then how they would look on the right hand side. And there's all sorts of things from simple text through to, if I just drag down here a little bit more, we have like a pretty cool accordion going on. We have various text boxes that can be used. Even more cool, we have a picture slider. So you can put various bits of content in here, basically either HTML or pictures, and you can use the buttons to slide through them. We do have a spoiler section here as well, and a really cool way of doing tabs within posts. So hopefully you guys will find nice ways to use this. And I guess there is one more that I'd like to point out, because I'd love to see this used somewhere, if I can just find it, is the mathematical equations. So I hope to see some of that going on in the forum at some point too. So another really cool thing is being able to upload attachments such as pictures and music to a post. And there are a couple of ways of doing this. I'm just going to create a quick thread here so you can see how that looks. Okay, so to add a picture in, you'd need to click on the upload file button, which will bring up a whole bunch of stuff. I've got a nice Picard here that I drew in Paint a while back. You'll see that then go through a bar, and you can either thumbnail it or you can post the full image in by clicking those buttons, and then you'll be able to post them. And the same applies for including a MP3 file or various other file types. You can do the same thing that way as well. So one final thing from me right now is that I've had a few questions around email notifications, and I've had some questions around being able to ignore people and not see their posts if you've got some sort of problem with them. The good news is that both of these things are achievable, and they'll both be done through your profile. So if I click here and go to my contact details, this will be the first section. Now there's a few places you need to do these emails. There's a couple of checkboxes here in receive email, and you will probably want to uncheck those if you don't want to receive notifications so much. I would recommend leaving the receive site mailings one checked in each of the options. That just allows us to be able to email you if there are problems or some sort of community-wide announcement we need to make, so that will allow you to get those. Also in your preferences, there is also another setting here, which is receive email notifications of replies. So that's another one that you want to do. So as I mentioned, you have the ability to ignore people if you need to. We'd obviously recommend that you report to a moderator if you find a problem with someone first. But if you really feel that you don't want to see their posts anymore, you can do that quite quickly from your menu here. If you go down to the people you ignore and you type in the username of the person, I got a friend on this forum, so I'm going to use him as an example. Here he is. He posts a lot, as we saw earlier, so I think he needs to be ignored. So I'm going to save that, and right now I'm not going to see anything in the list for anything he's posting, and I won't see anything in any conversation that he's posting in either. Should you want to remove that, you can just use this button in the top corner here. So seeing as he's my friend, I guess I probably should read his posts from time to time, so I'm going to ignore him. All done. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the videos. I hope you get some use from them. If there are other things that you think I need to cover, then please feel free to give me a shout, and I'll create some more video tutorials.